As we age, our bodies become more sensitive, more easily fatigued. There are mornings when you wake up feeling drained, even though you slept through the night. Some days, just walking a few steps leaves you breathless, your limbs heavy like they're dragging weights, and you think to yourself, maybe I'm just getting old. This is how it's supposed to be. But have you ever wondered, what if it's not just age? What if your body is trying to speak to you? What if it's whispering like, please take better care of me from the inside out? Your kidneys, though small, play a massive role in keeping you alive and well. They filter your blood, flush out toxins, regulate blood pressure, help your bones stay strong, and balance the water levels in your body. But when they start to weaken, the signs are subtle. So subtle, in fact, that many people, especially those over 65, overlook them, mistaking them for just another part of getting older. Maybe you're already experiencing these changes every day without realizing you're standing on the edge of a serious health issue. Maybe those frequent nighttime bathroom trips, that dry and itchy skin, that never-ending fatigue aren't just signs of aging. Maybe they're quiet cries for help from your kidneys. In this video, we'll gently uncover 6 signs of kidney weakness that are often missed, especially among seniors. These signs may seem harmless at first glance, but identifying them early and taking simple steps can prevent life-altering consequences later. And number 4 on this list, according to doctors, is one of the most dangerous and overlooked signs of all. Let's take a moment to slow down and truly listen to the story your body is telling you. Because good health doesn't always come from big changes, but from noticing the small things every single day. Sign number 1, frequent nighttime urination, more than just aging. It often starts subtly. You wake up once, maybe twice a night to use the bathroom, you brush it off. I drank too much tea before bed, or it's normal at my age, but over time, once or twice turns into 3, 4, even 5 times a night, and suddenly your nights feel more exhausting than restful. Frequent nighttime urination, also called nocturia, is one of the earliest and most common signs of declining kidney function. As the kidneys begin to lose their ability to concentrate urine effectively, the body starts producing more urine at night. This happens because the kidneys can no longer manage water and salt balance as well as they used to. And while getting up once or twice might be manageable, anything more than that starts to rob you of the deep, restorative sleep your body desperately needs. Sleep isn't just about rest, it's when your body repairs itself. When sleep is constantly interrupted, your immune system weakens, your memory suffers, and your energy levels decline. For seniors, this can also lead to feelings of confusion, anxiety, or depression. And let's not overlook safety. Getting up multiple times at night increases the risk of falling, especially if the path to the bathroom is dark or cluttered. A single fall can change everything, resulting in broken bones, long hospital stays, or permanent mobility issues. We heard the story of Mr. Tanaka, a 72-year-old retiree from Osaka. For months, he woke up nearly every hour to use the restroom. He assumed it was normal aging, but he felt increasingly tired, irritable, and even dizzy during the day. At the urging of his daughter, he saw a doctor and was diagnosed with early-stage chronic kidney disease. Thankfully, because it was caught early, he was able to make simple but impactful changes. He cut back on sodium, drank more water in the morning and less in the evening, and started walking daily. Within a few weeks, he was waking only once per night. His sleep improved, and so did his energy and mood. So the next time you find yourself waking up too often at night, don't ignore it. It's not just a nuisance or an inconvenience. It could be your kidneys trying to tell you something. And the sooner you listen, the better chance you have to protect your health for years to come. Sign number 2, persistent fatigue, when tiredness doesn't go away. We all feel tired sometimes. Maybe after a long walk, a big family dinner, or a restless night. But what happens when that tiredness never quite goes away? What if, no matter how early you go to bed or how many naps you take, you still wake up feeling like you've barely slept? For many people over 65, this type of constant fatigue is written off as just getting older. But what if it's something deeper, something coming from within? Fatigue is one of the earliest and most overlooked signs of kidney dysfunction. It doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in, slowly draining your energy and motivation. The kidneys play a critical role in removing waste and excess fluid from your blood. When they begin to falter, toxins build up. These toxins affect every part of your body, especially your energy levels. Picture this. Your blood is no longer being filtered efficiently. It's like trying to run a marathon while carrying a backpack full of bricks. You might not see the weight, but you feel it. You move slower, you think slower. Even lifting a cup of tea can feel like a chore, but the tiredness isn't just physical. Kidney-related fatigue often shows up as a foggy mind, low mood, or irritability. You may lose interest in hobbies, forget names, or avoid conversations. Not because you want to, but because your body is too overwhelmed. Then there's the connection to anemia. Healthy kidneys produce a hormone called erythropoietin, which helps your body create red blood cells. When kidney function declines, this hormone drops, leading to anemia. Less oxygen is delivered to your muscles and brain, compounding the exhaustion. Take the story of Mr. Harris, a 70-year-old retired school teacher from Vermont. He was always active. He loved gardening, biking, and volunteering at the local library. But over a few months, his spark began to dim. Like, he couldn't finish his gardening. He skipped his bike rides. One morning, he found himself too tired to even get dressed. His doctor ran a few tests. The results showed his kidney function had dropped below normal and his red blood cell count was low. Early stage kidney disease paired with anemia. The good news, it wasn't too late. With treatment, iron supplements, medications, a renal-friendly diet, and proper hydration, his energy slowly returned. He started small, a walk around the block, then longer strolls, then back to his garden. His smile came back. So did his stories. If you find yourself or a loved one sleeping more but feeling worse, struggling to get through the day, or giving up on things you once loved, don't brush it off. Fatigue isn't always just a part of aging. It's a signal, a whisper from your body saying, please check on me. Listening to that whisper could be the first step toward healing, because with the right care, even drained energy can be refilled. And even a tired soul can shine bright again. Sign number 3, dry, itchy, and discolored skin. When the outside reflects the inside, we often think of our skin as a surface, something that reflects age, the sun, or even just a bad night's sleep. But sometimes our skin is trying to tell us much more. When your kidneys aren't working properly, the signs can show up not just in how you feel, but in how you look. Dryness that no lotion seems to fix. Itchiness that keeps you awake at night. Skin that looks more sallow, gray, or even bruised without reason. These changes might not just be cosmetic, they could be signs that your kidneys are struggling. Here's why. Healthy kidneys remove waste from the blood and balance minerals like calcium and phosphorus. When that system breaks down, waste starts to build up, and it doesn't stay hidden. It shows up in your skin. Uremic toxins can make the skin dry, flaky, and incredibly itchy. This isn't just the occasional winter dryness, it's a constant, maddening discomfort that lotion can't solve. People with kidney issues also tend to have imbalances in minerals, leading to changes in skin tone and texture. Some notice a grayish tint. Others develop unusual bruising or rashes. These may not hurt, but they are clues, visual ones, that something inside isn't working right. Take Miss Evelyn, a 73-year-old retired seamstress from Georgia. For months, she complained about her arms itching constantly, especially at night. She tried changing soaps, switching detergents, and using prescription creams. Nothing worked. She stopped wearing short sleeves, embarrassed by the small scabs and red marks left behind from scratching. Her primary care doctor finally ran blood tests. Her kidney function was low and her phosphorus levels were high, classic markers of chronic kidney disease. With treatment and dietary adjustments, her itching slowly eased. More importantly, her doctors caught the disease early enough to manage it and slow its progression. Skin problems are often dismissed as minor, but they're one of the body's earliest and most visible cries for help. If your skin is changed and no external treatment seems to work, it might be time to look inward. And this isn't just about appearance. Constant itching can lead to infections, disturbed sleep, and even anxiety. It's not simply a skin issue, it affects quality of life. You might stop going out, avoid social gatherings, or feel self-conscious around family. So if your skin has suddenly changed, dry, itchy, blotchy, or just different, don't ignore it. Your body could be using your skin as a canvas, painting a picture of what's going wrong inside. Listen to it, treat it with care, and more importantly, take action. A simple blood test or urine check could reveal what your skin is trying to say, because when your skin speaks, your kidneys might be calling for help. Sign number 4, swelling in the legs, ankles, and around the eyes, the silent danger. Some signs are loud, like pain, dizziness, or sudden weight loss, but others creep in quietly, disguised as everyday discomforts. One of the most quietly dangerous signs of kidney trouble is swelling, particularly in the legs, ankles, feet, and around the eyes. At first, you may not even notice. Your shoes feel a little tighter, your socks leave deeper marks on your skin, your eyelids seem puffier when you wake up, but you think, maybe I didn't sleep well. But this type of swelling, called edema, isn't always about poor sleep or a salty dinner. It's often a sign that your kidneys are no longer removing excess fluid and salt from your body efficiently. As fluid builds up, it tends to collect in the lowest parts of the body, like your legs, or around soft tissue like the eyes. Unlike muscle soreness or joint pain, swelling from kidney problems doesn't always hurt. It's silent, it lingers, it comes and goes. And that's why it's so dangerous, because people ignore it for too long. Mrs. Zhang, 75, a retired librarian from Seattle, thought nothing of her ankles swelling up in the evenings. She attributed it to standing too much, or perhaps not drinking enough water. Then she started noticing her rings no longer fit. Her face looked puffier in the mirror. She felt more tired climbing stairs. Her daughter urged her to get checked. Blood tests revealed her kidney function had dropped to 40%. She was retaining fluid and her blood pressure was rising. The swelling was her body's way of saying, "Help me." Swelling might also signal that proteins are leaking into your urine, another sign of kidney damage. In healthy bodies, kidneys keep essential proteins in the blood, but when damaged, they let these proteins slip through, leading to low protein levels in your blood. This drop in protein causes water to leak into tissues, causing puffiness. Another hidden risk? Swelling puts extra pressure on your heart and blood vessels. If left untreated, it can lead to complications like high blood pressure, heart failure, or even stroke. And still, it doesn't hurt. That's why this is one of the most dangerous signs of kidney trouble. You might be tempted to manage the swelling on your own, elevating your feet, drinking herbal teas, cutting back on salt. While these may help temporarily, they don't fix the root cause. Only proper testing, like blood panels, urine tests, and blood pressure monitoring, can determine if your kidneys are behind the problem. If you notice swelling that doesn't go away, especially if it's paired with fatigue, foamy urine, or changes in urination, don't wait. Swelling is a signal, not a symptom to brush off. The earlier you act, the better chance you have to protect not just your kidneys, but your heart and brain too. It's easy to dismiss these things, to say, it's just age, or it's not that bad. But deep down, your body always knows. And sometimes the smallest puffiness can carry the loudest warning. So look down at your ankles, look into the mirror. If something feels off, listen. Your body may be telling you a story that needs to be heard, because in the quiet language of swelling, the kidneys often speak the loudest. Sign number 5, loss of appetite and metallic taste. When food no longer feels nourishing, we often think of appetite as something tied to mood or age. It's common to hear people say, "I just don't feel like eating anymore." As you get older, you need less food. But sometimes when food loses its appeal or tastes strangely metallic, it's not about aging, it's about kidney function. Your kidneys play a vital role in keeping your internal environment balanced. When they begin to decline, toxins build up in your blood. This buildup doesn't just stay silent. It affects how you taste, how you smell, and how your stomach feels. Many people with kidney issues report a bitter or metallic taste in their mouths, especially in the morning. Favorite foods suddenly taste off. Meats can seem sour, fruits overly sharp, even water may seem unpleasant. This is more than picky eating. It's a biological red flag. And then there's the loss of appetite. At first, you may start skipping breakfast. Then lunch becomes too much effort. Before long, you're eating tiny portions, losing weight, and feeling weak, but still brushing it off as just not being hungry. Mrs. Rivera, 69, from Arizona, loved to cook. Her kitchen always smelled of garlic and stewed tomatoes, but over the course of several months, she stopped cooking. Everything she tasted seemed metallic. She began to eat less and less. She lost over 10 pounds without trying. Her family grew concerned. When they took her to a doctor, tests showed her kidney function had declined dramatically and her body was retaining waste products that affected her senses. With proper care, her appetite slowly returned, and with it, so did her energy. Another issue? Nausea and vomiting. As waste builds up in the blood, it irritates the stomach lining. You may feel nauseated even without eating. This, paired with the metallic taste and loss of hunger, creates a dangerous cycle. Eat less, grow weaker, get sicker. Lack of nutrition in older adults can quickly spiral. Muscles shrink, bones weaken, the immune system falters. What began as just not feeling hungry can turn into serious malnutrition, and all because the kidneys stopped doing their job. So if food no longer tastes right, if the idea of eating makes you feel uneasy, if you've lost weight without trying, don't ignore it. These subtle shifts could be your kidney's way of sounding the alarm. You don't need to wait for pain or crisis to take action. Sometimes the body whispers before it screams. Listen to that whisper. A simple blood test can tell you more than your taste buds ever could, and catching the signs early could mean the difference between slow decline and a return to the table with joy, flavor, and vitality. Sign number 6, persistent lower back pain and chills when discomfort runs deeper. Lower back pain is one of the most common complaints among older adults. We often blame it on posture, arthritis, or years of lifting heavy things, but sometimes that dull nagging ache in your lower back isn't coming from your spine or muscles, it's coming from your kidneys. Kidney pain can be tricky. It often hides in plain sight, mistaken for a pulled muscle or just another part of aging. But true kidney discomfort is different. It tends to sit just below your ribs on either side of your spine. It can be dull and constant, or it may come in waves, and often it's accompanied by something else, a feeling of being cold, even when the room is warm. When your kidneys are struggling, they can become inflamed or swollen. This pressure creates pain in the surrounding tissues. You may also feel it radiating down to your groin or thighs. It's not the sharp, stabbing pain of an injury. It's something deeper, heavier. Chills are another hidden clue. Healthy kidneys regulate your body temperature, but when they're not working well, your body struggles to stay warm. You might feel cold more often, especially at night. Even under blankets, there's a sense of being chilled from the inside out. Let's take Mr. Lawson, a 74-year-old former mechanic from Ohio. He noticed a slow, throbbing pain in his lower back that came and went. He blamed it on years spent bent over car engines, but over time the pain became more consistent. He also began to feel cold all the time, so much that he wore jackets indoors. His daughter urged him to see a nephrologist. Blood tests revealed his kidney function was below 50%, and an ultrasound showed swelling in one kidney. The diagnosis, chronic kidney disease, likely made worse by years of undiagnosed high blood pressure. The treatment didn't require surgery, just consistent care, medication, dietary changes, and close monitoring. With time, the pain dulled and the chills eased. He still wore his favorite sweater, but now he could go back to working on old motorcycles in the garage with music playing and the sun on his back. Back pain and chills don't always scream kidney problem, but if they show up with other symptoms, fatigue, swelling, changes in urination, or loss of appetite, they could be the missing piece in a larger puzzle. And sometimes this pain is a warning of infection. Kidney infections often begin with discomfort in the lower back and progress quickly. If left untreated, they can lead to sepsis, a life-threatening condition. That's why early recognition is crucial. Don't ignore that ache in your side. Don't write off the constant chills as just the weather. When your kidneys speak, they don't always shout. They whisper, gently but persistently. And if you learn to listen, really listen, you can take action before things grow worse. You can protect the organs that quietly protect you every single day, because behind that quiet pain might be something far more urgent, a call for care and a chance to heal. Conclusion: when the body whispers, listen. 6 signs. 6 gentle nudges from your body. None of them loud, none of them dramatic, but each one telling a story about something deeper happening inside. You might feel more tired than usual. You might wake up at night more often. You might notice swelling, or your favorite dish suddenly tastes off. These small, quiet changes are not just part of getting old. They're messages, clues, warnings. The kidneys don't cry out when they're in trouble. They whisper. They shift your energy, change your sleep, reshape your appetite, and even rewrite how your skin feels. But if you're paying attention, you'll hear them. And the good news is, when caught early, kidney issues can be managed. Sometimes all it takes is a blood test, a bit more water, a little less salt, and a plan. Sometimes the most powerful medicine is simply awareness. If one of these signs feels familiar to you or reminds you of someone you love, don't wait. Talk to a doctor, ask questions, get checked, because taking action today could protect your tomorrow. Your body is always speaking, sometimes with a whisper, sometimes with a nudge, and sometimes with the quiet hope that you'll listen. Let's promise to listen a little more closely, because you deserve to feel strong. You deserve to feel seen. And your kidneys, they deserve to be heard. If this video resonated with you, please consider sharing it with someone who might need it. Leave a comment below if you've experienced any of these signs. And don't forget to subscribe for more health stories spoken gently.